Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome to the Ike Palmer live stream. We're back. We're back, baby. Saturday Ike Live is dead, pretty much. Let's be real. It's gone. It's over. We're now doing Off Mic Ike. We're doing it. We're back. We're here. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on in the chat? Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm hopped up on caffeine. I'm, not sponsored, but hey, Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs. Go check them out if you like gaming and you like supplements and you like some energy while you're doing Gamer Sub things. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit... I think it's a little bit stupid. The fact that, well, hey, look, I'm not one to bash on people who are into the content farming, you know, but... Because I'm guilty of it. I'm right here. I'm doing it. I'm a part of the problem, you know. But I think this most recent topic that has been brought up by a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube and a whole lot of streamers and content creators, everybody's talking about it. But like, it's a big nothing burger, if you ask me. It's not dead. What are you on about? Well, no, it's not dead. It's not dead. But it definitely hasn't happened for a long time. And actually, you know what? Let's get the fucking receipts up. Let's get the goddamn receipts up. When was the last Saturday Ike Live? Saturday Ike Live. That was a year ago. A year ago for the last Saturday Ike Live. So, I mean, we were talking 9 months for the live stream before the last one. And now we're talking a whole year. But hey, let's just say we'll get back to it when there's some really, really juicy shit going on. This is kind of more of a relaxed, chill stream where I just sort of spout shit, you know. I can go a bit more nuclear on Off Mic Ike. Besides the fact that this is actually getting more views than Saturday Ike Live. Saturday Ike Live was supposed to be the flagship show. Why is it not pulling views? Man, I'm like a fucking corporation, dude. I literally just woke up and first thing I see in my notifications is a message 20 minutes ago saying you're going to go live in 20 minutes, Leno. See? Look, one time I'm on time, dude. This is real. This is real shit. Ike Palmer's shaping up his act, dude. We're getting back on the horse and we're getting back on it in a big way. So big, in fact, that the higher-ups managed to increase the budget for a new hat. You see? You like that? You like that, ladies and gentlemen? It's even got a feather, right? But fear not, because... my wonderful viewers, the OG hat isn't gone. It's right here, in fact. Only problem is when I use the green screen, see, it just makes it somewhat invisible, which is a slight problem. But hey, we'll sort that out. If the higher ups say that this stream goes good, we're gonna be upping the budget again. You know, in fact, not only have we upped the budget for a new hat, but I got a new XLR cable for the microphone. So we're not going to be having moments where I'll go on a schizo rampage in mid-stream, and then halfway through, I'm saying some nuclear shit, I'm dropping some words I shouldn't be on stream, and then the XLR cable just dies, just clonks out, and it's over. That's not happening. That's not happening these days, ladies and gentlemen. I spent quite a bit of money on the on this. I'm not sure if you can see that from there. Mogami, head of the game, the best. That shit got gold intertwined into the fucking cable. I got it online, and I thought it was going to be a whole ass thing. I thought it was going to be about, let's just say I thought it was going to be 3 meters. Turns out it's 3 feet long. So I thought it was going to be a lot longer than what it was. So I had to rearrange my whole fucking setup. I have my, what is it called? My interface. I had it underneath the monitor directly under the camera, and then I had it run around. But now I have to have it over here, which is literally right next to the microphone and my third monitor. I assumed that it would be long enough to do that run. I got the old cable here, this little fucker who caused me so much goddamn grief in the past when it comes to my live streams. But hey, it's over now. We're back up. We're winning. WINNING. Charlie Sheen style, besides the fact that I don't have AIDS. But anyway, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see we got a couple of people in the chat. We got some people living the dream, living the Ike Palmer dream. We got some real Ikers in the chat. I feel like I probably shouldn't use that for a name for the community, because it's just gonna devolve into something really bad. We can save that for the people who don't like the streams. Anti-Ikers. But yeah, we out here. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't really heard of this content creator we're going to be talking about today, but Sketch. He was blowing up recently. He's been getting real big. Now, that's one of the biggest problems I have with people just blowing up out of nowhere. You know, getting real fucking popular. A whole bunch of viewers like overnight. You know how they say overnight success. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Overnight successes are months and months and years in the making. That's what's going to happen to Ike Palmer. But hopefully I don't get exposed in the way that Sketch did for having... we'll get into that a little bit later. But he was blowing up, you know. He was making it big. And I think for a lot of content creators, the dream is to blow up and make it really big, you know. But I don't think that it's a sustainable practice. Because once you blow up, right, a lot of people are coming in, they're flooding in, watching your shit. It's really good, right? And then you get like 20,000 concurrent viewers all at once. But then there's a little sect of them. Out of that 20,000, there's probably 1 or 2,000, 1,500 who are in there digging into your little nitty-gritty business, you know. They're trying to get all this dirt on you. They start digging around the grubs like Jeffrey does occasionally. He's digging, but he just... They don't find anything until one day they find I don't know, like a fucking kiwi farm thread on you or something, and it's over for you. It's over for you. A thread of you saying the gamer word, or a thread of you straight up jorking it, and by it I mean my peanuts, you know. Going good, but I'm down to the yellow and green Sour Patch Kids. It's painful. Dude, I tell you what, those Sour Patch Kids, they do suck, but have you ever tried the fucking ice flavor Sour Patch Kids? That shit fucking sucks. Ice. I think it's ice. Freeze, something like that. Frozone. Because there was some that they came out that were spicy. They were like hot. They had like cinnamon or something in there. And there was some that they came out with ice, and they're like, I swear to God. Yeah, this is the one. I'll pull up the fucking receipts here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. Sour Patch Kids Freeze, right? This shit had menthol or something in it. It sucked. I tried it once. Burnt my fucking sinuses and my retinas out. Probably for the best, but that shit was asshole. I do not recommend you try that, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. But anyway, back to it. I think trying to blow up as a content creator, you know, obviously you have to have goals and ambitions to strive for, but the main problem with that is, once you reach that success, what the fuck are you gonna do with it? You know? What, like, I am very much so an advocate of steady growth. You know, I don't think you should go from having... for sake of example, Ike Palmer, 5 concurrent viewers watching a stream to 20,000 overnight. Because that would drive you fucking crazy. You're literally becoming the song Limelight by Rush. You know, living in the limelight, the universal dream for those who wish to be. You know, and then you go fucking loopy. You do some crazy shit. You know, you end up like Miley Cyrus or Macaulay Culkin. You know, like a child star. Except you're not a child star. You know, speaking of child stars, I've been wondering where Aiden Projects went to. That brother fell. I don't want to say fell off. Because him and I were tight back in the day. But he disappeared. Brother's actually living his life. He's doing real things. He decided to go out and touch grass. Good for him. Meanwhile, I'm out here grinding. I hope he saved some of that, because he got big. He got big in a big way for getting bullied by chubs. Y'all remember that? That's some 2016 lore. That's throwing it back to the dark ages of YouTube. Actually, something completely irrelevant. Have you guys heard of the dead internet theory? That shit's kind of interesting, not gonna lie. I was reading about that the other day. The theory is that around 2016 to 2018, there was a sudden influx of bots and AI trying to shill shit, basically trying to sell you products and, you know, product placements, and the actual users of the internet have vastly decreased since then, and it's mostly just bots, which is actually backed up by some empirical evidence, which is kind of terrifying. I mean, you could go onto Twitter and look at anybody's fucking threads or like any posts, any tweets that you can find, scroll down 2 or 3 replies, and then there's some OnlyFans girl fucking pushing their goddamn blue link in bio, dude. But as you can probably see, there's that little logo right behind me, and we will be getting into that little OnlyFans subject in a moment. Chubbs, goddamn, I haven't heard that name since 2016. Yeah, he fell off hard too. After he scammed AIM projects, he got fucking annihilated by everyone, including Keemstar. Keemstar shat all over him, fucking destroyed him, right? And then it was over. It was over for Chubbs after that point. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the meat and potatoes of today's stream. I think I've rambled on for long enough, and I'll probably ramble on again. See, I don't even need producer Jeffrey here to go on 15 different fucking tangents, but I tell you what, at least there's no goddamn dead air like the fucking, what is it called? Swish cheese brain Twitch streamers who stand there for 15 minutes. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Is this real, chat? Holy shit, chat. Is that real? That was kind of on the nose. Pretty good impression, though, if I do say so myself. I'm not going to say who I was impersonating. In YouTube comments, too, are a lot of bots, like most critical. Yeah, you go anywhere on a big video, like over 100k views, it's going to have bots. And it's kind of sad. Kind of sad, kind of scary about the reality of the situation of the internet of which we are living. Twitter is just Elon being a retard, lol. Bots went up so much since he bought it. Yeah, exactly. You know why? Because he's trying to artificially inflate the amount of users. He was pretty much preaching to everyone, what was it, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, when he bought the fucking platform, trying to get everybody on his side, saying, oh, there's so many bots, we're going to get rid of them. We're going to get rid of them all. We're going to nuke all the fucking bots off the platform. In fact, it got worse. It got fucking worse. I will be honest, though, some of the responses are kind of funny from these OF girls, and don't get me wrong, I don't actually care about what profession they do. I just care about the children they will rear in the future. If they become a fucking teacher or something back in, 2043, walk up to them and be like, Miss Lindley, I found your OnlyFans page, is this your tits? And then freak out. That's why they can't get jobs in government industries or in the education sectors, because precisely that. Whoa, it's Dutch Vanderland. It's funny you say that, because somebody walked up to me today. I bought this hat today, and I was walking down the mall, and somebody came up to me and went, holy fuck, you look just like Dutch Vanderland. And I said, don't worry, I got a plan. The things they say, too, are crazy. You're not sure how YouTube allows bots to talk about animals and child abuse / prawn. Yeah, real. That big thing that was going on a couple years ago. What was it called? Monkey... I hate monkeys. That whole I hate monkeys thing going around. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it was something to do with hating monkeys, but... Bro got bot inflation and deflation of how much Twitter was worth afterwards. Motherfucker paid billions for it, now it's worth fuck all. See, that's the thing. Like... A lot of companies, what they'll do is they'll buy something like Twitter or, something that's immensely popular, and then they'll try and build it up, artificially inflate the numbers, pump it up, so to speak, and then they'll try and resell it at a profit. But that shit never works. That shit almost never fucking works. These investment firms go, oh, look at all these good reviews. Look at all this good interaction we're getting on our platform. And then they go to sell it on, and then they make a vast dip in the profits of which they were hoping to make. And then they move on to the next project to try and artificially inflate their shit. It happens a lot with entertainment groups, like, you know, like Chuck E. Cheese and shit. Like, they'll go into Chuck E. Cheese franchisees and go, we need to change this, we need to change this, we need to improve this, and then they'll do nothing. They'll do a whole bunch of sweet FA and go, well, we tried to improve it, and well, it's now worth $3 billion as opposed to, you know, $2 billion. You're up $1 billion. You know, well, I'm up $1 billion. You're going to be down $1 billion, but hey, you could have bought it before I did. And then the person who receives the company goes, fuck, this is actually losing money. We are so far in the hole that I just got to keep digging to try and find some gold. Otherwise, I'm not getting out of here. They didn't give me a ladder. They didn't give me any fucking rope. I'm fucked, dude. I'm fucked. Lol, that's amazing. Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, look, besides the whole we're going to escape to Tahiti, eating mangoes on the beach type shit, I feel like I got the devilish charisma of Dutch Vanderlyn. Not as crazy, though. Not as crazy. Nobody can ever be as crazy as Dutch Vanderlyn. Twitter can never make profit unless somebody else takes over, but even then, doubt it. Elon has ruined it to a level that shouldn't legally be possible. See, that's the thing. Like, you come in with the idea of being able to completely fucking flip something on its head. You're promising a lot. You're promising a lot that you cannot ever possibly deliver on. And you end up shooting yourself in the foot because people go, well, you didn't fucking deliver on what you promised. And then you go, well, fuck, it's over, dude. It's so fucking over. Which, you know, shit happens. Shit happens. That's just the way it rolls. And of course it's going to go down because with a character as polarizing as Elon, you guys see that video of him walking on stage doing those default Fortnite emotes? That shit was cringe. That shit was fucking cringe. Now, I don't really have a positive or negative view on Elon Musk. I mean, he said he was the champion of free speech when he was going to buy the platform, and then, yeah, didn't he fire tons of Twitter employees? Exactly. He fires a fuck ton of Twitter employees, and then you can't even say that you hate fictional characters anymore because you get taken out for hate speech. It's the exact same. It's just a reskin. Also, speaking of reskin, calling it X was the worst fucking possible idea I have ever heard of in my whole goddamn life. Like, thinking about the amount of, like, underage motherfuckers who are, like, scrolling through Twitter. I'm never going to call it X. It's always going to be called Twitter to me. Brother's scrolling through Twitter, right? Then his parents go through his search history and go, X.com. You've been watching porn. I'm taking your goddamn computer outside and burning it. You can watch it the old-fashioned way in motherfucking magazines like Playboy like I did. Beat it off like a man. Elon has a plan. He walked in there and went, don't worry, Arthur. I have a plan. He did not have a plan. He just fucked it up. He fucked it all up tremendously. It's good to be back, though. I'll say that much. I miss this streaming shit. For real. Yeah, give me a sec. I need to switch devices. Brothers switching devices. Eagle Screech. 100, 100. But, it really is good to be back in the streaming game. Like, speaking of blowing up, you know, and a whole audience spawning out of nowhere, I would fucking hate that shit. I don't know how the fuck I would deal with that. Like, I'm happy to stream to 6 people, you know? I know it's nothing big, it's nothing crazy, but guess what? It's just for the fun of it. And I'm enjoying myself, and that's all that matters. It doesn't even matter if it's good content, which I don't think is particularly gold star standard military grade content, but it's definitely something. I mean, there's people in the chat who are talking. It's definitely something. But look, the thing is, I like to generate, not discourse, but I like to have discussions over ideas and concepts, you know? And I think that's the beauty of streaming. And a particular individual who goes by the name of Sketch seemed to think so as well. And this Sketch character, he was a Twitch streamer, got really big very recently. Let's see, when did Sketch blow up? I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I'm incredibly unprepared for this. So around the start of this year, he got pretty big, right? Around March-ish, brother had a charming personality, a winning personality, if you will, and people loved him. People love that shit. He's a little bit of an interesting character. But recently, he had stumbled into some interesting... I don't even know if I'd call them allegations, accusations. Basically, a bunch of people on Twitter were like, hey, I was perusing OnlyFans, you know, for research purposes only, and I found this content creator sketch, and he looks suspiciously like you, and he's doing butt stuff with the homies, and everybody starts freaking out on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. Everybody's speculating, everybody's going, holy fucking shit, is this guy really Sketch? Is Sketch real? Was he really this guy? Was he really doing gay OnlyFans content? That's fucked up. That's not halal, brother. But the fact of the matter is, when it first got big, I was really like, this is a fucking nothing burger. Like, who cares? Who gives a fuck that this guy was, you know, taking it? Who fucks? Who gives a fuck that this guy was, catching, not pitching, you know? Like, it doesn't make a difference to the quality of his content or the content of his character, really. And people are going, oh, well, he was hiding it from his audience. This is a massive thing to hide. No, it's not. You don't know the streamers that you watch. You're not best friends with them. I'm fucking sick of this goddamn interpersonal relationships, this goddamn toxic shit that goes down every fucking day with people that go, oh, I watch this streamer every day. I'm a tier 3 sub. I bought their cookies. I bought their merch. I'm pretty much their boyfriend. I'm in love with them and they're in love with me. They respond to my fucking super chats all the time despite me tipping $50. Of course they're gonna fucking respond to your goddamn super chat, motherfucker. You're not best friends with the streamers that you watch. They don't even know you. Even more to the point if you're watching fucking OnlyFans girls. It's that simulated girlfriend experience. People acting like he did what Dr. Disrespect did. Exactly! They were going fucking nuclear on him on Twitter.com. They were fucking losing their minds about this shit. But it's like, oh, how could you hide this shit from your fans? How could you hide this shit from your friends? Dude, if he didn't want it out there, he didn't want it out there. Fair enough. Everybody's got a right to a personal life. Unless you're doing Dr. Disrespect-esque shit. Or you're doing I'm Alex-esque shit. Which is something that I did want to do a stream on a couple of days ago, but I got the docket up, I got all the research done, and then I fell asleep. Brother fell off. You should really upload highlights of the stream, like of the topics as their own video, because I'm not able to catch the whole thing. That's a very good point, Hoodendale. I will have to do that. Clip the streams, make videos. This is free content. Why am I not riding the wave, dude? Call me goddamn... What's his name? Max Headroom. Yeah, there we go. Ride the wave. If anything, I've seen more shit talk on Sketch about that than I've seen on Doctor. That's so fucking true. That's so fucking true. And people were like fucking defending Dr. Disrespect as well. Even though he admitted it. He fucking came out with his hands up and said, yeah, you got me. The fuck? The fuck? How can you defend that? How can you defend that behavior? That's pretty much fucking... That's pretty much insane. Let's just say that. But the interpersonal relationship shit, the expectation of a streamer being so upfront with their audience, you have to lay your heart on the table. You have to put all your chips on that fucking felt in order to make it as a streamer, apparently. That's so not fucking true. You know nothing about the streamers you watch. Hell, you probably don't know fuck all about me. How come in 2024 being exposed to being gay is being called out in the 80s all over again? Isn't that fucking right? Fucking A, man. Like, who gives a shit that this guy's catching, not pitching? Who fucking cares? See, the big allegation here with Sketch is the fact that he did this OnlyFans content in order to fund his addiction, and people are clowning it on him for it. But do you know how fucking rough addiction is? Half of the people who are clowning on him probably never even smoked a goddamn cigarette. Good for them. Don't start, you won't have to stop. But the thing is, if you don't really understand addiction, you can't really comment on it. You know? I don't know exactly what kind of substances this guy was addicted to, but allegedly it was something. he was addicted to something, and he needed to fill that craving. Brother made some bank. If you're gonna make some money, who gives a fuck how you do it? See, that's the thing. I don't have any disrespect for the people who get some bags. You know, they make some money, dude. Oh, I'm so getting fucking copyright strike for this song. Me playing King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live? No fucking way. Beach Boys, why is this in the fucking chill wave mix? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Fuck it, Flamingosis. Actually, who am I kidding? I don't care if I get fucking copyright strike. I'm not making money off this shit. Who gives a fuck, dude? I've already skipped the song though, so it's over. Don't even worry about it, dude. But basically what I was saying, like, I'm not one to judge how somebody makes a bag. I'm one to judge someone off of the content of their character and how they treat other people around them. Sketch is apparently a real one, you know? And after all this came out, he was having a real hard time because people were fucking clowning on him. People were going nuclear on him. And, you know, you had FaZe Banks and that little, you know, posse, all of his friends came together and said, look, Comey, you're a real one. We don't give a fuck what you did 2 years ago. Mind you, he was being exposed for doing this 2 years ago, right? So this is old news. More to the point that if it was exposed that he was still doing it, I still wouldn't give a fuck. You know? Like, who the fuck's clowning on him for being gay? The thing is as well, I watched a Sneeko clip the other day about him going, oh, well, you know, people laughed and fucking clown on me for going to a swingers party 5 years ago. Yeah, brother, that's different. Because you're an asshole. You're a motherfucker. You know? People aren't clowning on you because you're a good guy and you went to a swingers party, whatever. Who gives a fuck what people do behind closed doors? But the thing is, you admitted to it on a podcast. You were a different person back then, and now you switched up to this weird red pill, black pill type fucking content. Of course people are gonna fucking clown on you. Of course people are gonna fucking clown on you. And, you know, I'm not surprised that people are clowning on Sketch, but I don't understand what for. You know what I mean? It's that logical fallacy. I think it's more gay that someone has a problem about someone likes a dick up. I'm more gay than that shit itself. Yeah, real. Fucking real, dude. Like, why you give a fuck about someone taking the ass? Are you jealous? See, that's the thing. Like, they're clowning on him because they know they couldn't take it. They couldn't take that fucking Mr. Hands horse cock straight up the goatsy, dude. I just made some fucking horrendous references in this stream. This is something that I'm just thinking, every time I say anything, I'm just thinking, fuck. That's going to be a horrendous clip. Nobody clip that, please. For the love of God. For the love of all that is good and holy. Letting gay people control you is kind of good. Brothers into leather. Bondage. BDSM. See, that's something I would clown on someone for. No, that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. Who gives a fuck about people's sexual proclivities? I feel like Bob Catter right now. As far as I'm concerned, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. But I'm not going to spend any time on it, because in the meanwhile, every 28 days, somebody gets torn to pieces by a crocodile in northeast Queensland. Nah, he had a different hat. He had a different fucking hat. But it's just kind of insane that they're going so nuclear. They're clowning on him so hard. For what? For fucking what, dude? For a whole bunch of nothing. For a whole bunch of fuck all. And this affected Sketch so deeply. He was thinking, if I was by myself in my own house, no one else around me, it would be over. It would be so fucking over for me. And you driving a man to fucking thinking about becoming an hero because he made a bag. Come on now, man. Come on now, dog. Keep it together. Keep it real, brother. That's some fucking stupid ass shit. That's stupid as fuck. That's fucking stupid. Bars. Thank you, Hiddenbow. Thank you very much. But, but you put him in a hard place, you know. You put him between a rock and a hard place. And then he comes out, right? Quite literally. Comes out, and he, mind you, right, this all happened 3 days ago. From the start of the allegations, he came out, so on the 7th, he was at, what the fuck is that? He came out on the 7th, being exposed for this shit. Then on the 8th, he made a response, live, and honestly, it was quite funny. This guy got some fucking personality. I never really watched the guy. I knew about him. I heard his name floating around, you know, bouncing off the echo chamber that is X.com, but it's just, you know, it's not that nuclear. It's not that big of a deal, you know? But, we're going to get into a clip here. A clip from the man himself, Sketch. Here we go. Let's transition to that. Let's make sure that's coming through. All right. There we go. Let's pause this music and get right into this shit. I sound like leafy.com. I could take it to something else and suck some, and even then I would be more straight than half the people who care about such things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fucking motherfuckers just jealous, dude. That's the truth.
Look at this. Open and honest. That was me.
See, he just comes out and says it. Based, dude. Based as fuck. Based as fuck. He's not even trying to hide it. He don't even fuck.
That was me. It's okay, though. I will tell you what. Okay. 2 years ago, I did some stuff. I'm sorry if you've seen some of the stuff. You know, I'm a changed person.
See, at least brother apologized for having to subject people to look at that and see that. I think it should be more to the point that people who are retweeting that shit on my fucking timeline should be apologizing to me in the goddamn DMs. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, you use Twitter, you're gonna see some kind of fucking porn, let's be real. That shit gonna be retweeted on your timeline all day, every day. Besides the fact that they, you know, hid likes now, which is great for the consumers of the Ike Palmer channel, I suppose. But he apologized. He straight up apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry you had to see that.
This is going worse than I thought it was. So 2 years ago, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly.
I did, possibly. Fucking, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, he just admitted to it. Who cares? Who cares? He owned up. He said, yeah, that's me, dude. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? He's out. He didn't give a fuck, clearly. I mean, he does seem a little bit, not embarrassed, but like, a little bit ashamed of his actions, you know? And the biggest thing I would have an issue with is if he was someone like, I don't know, like, for example, like Pokimane, who had massive amounts of underage followers and then started an OnlyFans and went, steal your parents' credit card and give me some fucking money, $10 a month, hell yeah, see my bazumbas, see my mommy milkers. See, that would be a fucking issue. That would be a fucking issue. But he wasn't promoting it. This was years ago. If he had an underage audience and he was promoting that shit would be fucking nuclear. That would be something to talk about. But this is nothing. This is nothing. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Catch out of bag.
This is clearly affecting, bro. Clearly affecting him. Deeply.
It's okay. What else do I have to say? I don't know. Thank you to all my people that have been sticking up for me. I understand if you're bad.
See, he gets it.
Shit hit the fan. I was dealing with some addiction problems. A couple of them. But
brother had to get the bag. Simple as that. He was dealing with some addiction problems. He had to fill the bag somehow, you know? And the thing is as well, like, at the end of the day, he obviously does feel not great about the situation, you know? Probably more so the fact that he got exposed for this shit so hard, and he got clowned on so hard for this shit over something that nobody really should give any semblance of a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like, in reality, who cares? Who cares that he took it up the ass? That's That's pretty much the long and short of it, of my opinions on it. You know, it's like, who gives a fuck? It's a nothing burger. This is a clip where he goes into detail of the addictions of which he had. See, mind you, this is also the first time I'm seeing any of this content, right? So this is a live Ike Palmer reaction. Usually I would have read through the docket a little bit more and have a sort of idea over what I'm going to say, but I got no idea. This is going to be off the cuff. This is going to be free form. What is it called? Improvisation.
Shit hit the fan. I don't go on Twitter. I deleted. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't delete Twitter. I have been cautiously avoiding it. It's like fucking landmines everywhere I go. Okay, I was dealing with some addiction problems. A couple of them. But no excuse there. What, I guess.
See, he was just upfront and honest. He was just real. You know, when confronted with something like this, he decided, fuck it, I'm going to be completely transparent with the audience. You know, this kind of reminds me of the Slazo situation that got blown out of proportion. Not necessarily the actual situation itself, or the accusations that were made against Slazo, but more so the fact of how it was handled. Because all he did was come out and go, this is what really happened. I'm not guilty of what I'm being accused of. However, I am guilty of being a bad boyfriend. And, you know, the transparency is incredible. Incredible vulnerability on Sketch's behalf, which I don't even think was necessary. This is such a nothing burger that what he could have done, he could have just ignored it. He could have just gotten up and gone, fuck this shit, I'm going to ignore it till it blows over. Which is what I'm Alex is doing, funnily enough. But, hey, bro's addicted to dick. Jesus Christ, Two Graves. You always go fucking... You're more nuclear than Jeffrey. You're like the stand-in Jeffrey for this stream, dude. Also, if you're wondering where producer Jeffrey, my lovely, excellent co-host for most of my streams is, the higher-ups gave him a whole lot of paperwork to be stamping out and filling out and sending off, and we're trying to get the warehouse going. We're trying to get the import-export business up and running, but it takes a lot of customs clearance and stuff like that to make sure that we're not doing some dodgy things, which we're not. We're absolutely not. But the higher ups seem to be happy with him and the amount of workload that he's been doing recently. But we got another clip here, 43 seconds long, of Sketch basically pouring his heart out, explaining that if this situation went any further, it would have been Jova for him. It would have been game Jova.
What's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. But people at FaZe, Banks, especially, and my friends that I've made over the past couple years came in and they saved me.
See, if there's anything anyone can say about FaZe Banks, sure, he can be a bit of a scungy character sometimes, but brother knows what it's like to be in the depth and thralls of addiction. Brother had, what was it, Adderall? Adderall addiction? Brother was addicted to the drug from Limitless, dude. Brother thought he was Matthew McConaughey. Is that Matthew McConaughey in that movie? I don't remember. I'm probably fucking completely getting that wrong, but hey, who cares?
I don't know what I was gonna do. I don't know. Fuck it, we start streaming more often.
Bowler.
I'm probably... Or quit, I don't know. One of the two. I don't know, what'd Kim Kardashian do?
Bowler! This guy's fucking awesome. He shouldn't quit. What did Kim Kardashian do? Made fucking billions of dollars after having that sex tape with Ray J. Ray J, is that his name? I can't even fucking remember. But this fucking guy, he's just like, you know what? It's so... Brother's doubling down. You know? He's like, what do? We're gonna start streaming more, dude. We're gonna fucking capitalize off of this shit. Fucking baller. Hello, Maddie. Welcome to the stream. Where's the desert bus? Desert bus is in the middle of the Nevada desert, broken down and gone. It's over for the desert bus. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, like, FaZe Banks and a whole lot of those guys sort of saved this kid. You know, like, because people were fucking clowning on him for doing nothing. For doing nothing. Brother was struggling. He had a hard moment. That's life, you know? There's moments in life where you are going through something, right? And you feel like nobody else is going to understand it. And then you work through it, you muscle up, and you reach out to your friends, you reach out to the people you love, and a vast majority of the time, they're going to help you and support you through it. And then you're going to look back and go, fuck, this was a bit silly. A bit silly of me to think. I've got to go for a bit, BRB. Alright, 2 grows. I'll see you in a minute, brother. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's just getting on that horse. You get kicked off. You get the fuck back on. I'm picking up your mother from the airport tomorrow, lol. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome sauce. Say hello from me. On my behalf. But, yeah. You know, you go back up on the horse. And you keep riding, you know. You ride off into the sunset like one of them Western movies. And that's exactly what Sketch is doing. He's getting up and he's saying, fuck it, we're going to double down, we're going to stream more, or not at all. He's got the Ike Palmer mindset. We're going to double down and stream 3 times a week, or never again. Or once every 12 months, which is more often than not the option I choose. But maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I love this shit too much, you know? But he got massive fucking viewers. He got massive fucking viewers over this whole situation, right? Brother's hitting 100k 8 minutes after going live. And brother's wearing the gamer headset from Kmart. Allegedly. Where is it? Here. Allegedly. But, that's crazy. That's crazy. So all it takes is to have a fucking... Have a moment...
Open it on.
There he is. All it takes is to have a fucking expose like this to blow up. Ike Palmer be cooking something in the background, dude. I'll be making a calendar. A shirtless calendar. A shirtless and pantless calendar with all that's covering it is the hat. That's all. No, that's not what's actually gonna happen, but hey, it is what it is. I think the thing is, like, if FaZe Banks wasn't there, you know, Sketch probably would have done something completely nuclear, you know, which is so sad, because he did nothing wrong. He did nothing. He did nothing at all, and they're fucking clowning on him and dunking on him for what? Big nothing burger, dude. But here's some leaked DMs from FaZe Banks going into regarding the situation that was at hand. Not everything needs to be broadcast and farmed. Well, guilty. He got me. He fucking called me out, dude. But also, like, everybody else is fucking talking about it. Not saying that gives me a right to talk about it, but also I find it interesting. I find it a little bit of a topic to sort of talk about and go, well, who gives a fuck he was doing what he was doing, you know? Like, who gives a damn, dog? Who gives a fuck? But since y'all want to jump to crazy assumptions, Sketch told me to post these receipts. So he's not really leaking anything here. Sketch was like, yeah, nah, go for it. Double down, prove a point. Prove a point, brother. All the FaZe boys were with him last night. Sketch was my homie yesterday. He's my homie today. He'll be my homie tomorrow. You guys are fucking weirdos. FaZe Banks, more like FaZe Base, dude. This guy's like fucking protecting the homies. And there's nothing more fucking honorable and, you know, just real. FaZe Banks is just fucking real, dude. You awake? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to involve y'all. Bro, what do you mean you're our boy? You didn't have to dip. You didn't involve us in anything, bro. You good? I'm over by airport. I didn't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Come back. You're good, dude. The boys pulled up on me and woke me up. They also, this is a horrible way to word this text, but whatever. And woke me up. They wanted to make sure you were good. You're good, bro. Come back. We're all here. You're the homie. I'll come now. I just need someone to talk to. We're all posted. Come back. You need me to call your car? On the way. See, that's the thing. All you can do is stand by your homies in times of trial, you know, and tribulation. If they're not being exposed for heinous fucking things. But, see, he left. He dipped. He was staying with the Phase Boys and he dipped. And then, I don't know, did brother walk off with his fucking shoes off? What, he left his trademark shoes and glasses. I don't really know. I don't know what this ominous picture is here for, but it's something, I assume. Something beyond Ike Palmer's comprehension. But, the truth of the matter is, it doesn't really matter what he did in his past. He's balling. He's bigger than he's ever been. He's blowing up tremendously. He's on the rise. He's back up. He's on the up and up, you know? And that's all he can do. And like I was saying earlier, I think it's incredibly detrimental for people to become so popular in such a short amount of time as Sketch has. Obviously, it takes years and years and years of grinding on a content creation platform in order to get to that point. But blowing up, not gradually, not in a gradient way, but in a fucking 90 degrees straight up, you wake up one day and your stream has 100,000 viewers kind of way, that's stressful. You know, that's detrimental to your mental health, because along with the positive reviews and people loving you, a lot of people tend to get wrapped up in the negative shit, you know? Like in my last stream, I had a couple of people in the comments going off about certain points that I made or whatever, but the truth of the matter is, everybody's entitled to their opinions, you know? Everybody's entitled to say whatever the fuck they want on the internet, and I'm totally okay with that. I think everybody should be able to say whatever they have on their minds. However, if it gets to the point where you can't handle it as a content creator, maybe you should step back. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Sketch should completely stop making content. Like he said, he's going to double down, and he's probably going to blow the fuck up from this. But will that be conducive to his mental health? I suppose only time will tell, and we will see further on down the line. In the sense that, like I said, you get 100,000 viewers overnight, 1,500, 2,500 people out of that 100,000 are going to not like you, either simply because you're successful, because of what's happened in your past, or because they just see somebody that they can content farm. You know, everybody's a mark on the internet. There's no mutual helping, there's no friendship. Everybody's tearing each other down, being snakes to each other behind each other's backs, talking shit, trying to get up on someone else. You know, it's like you can't climb the ladder without kicking down the person below you. But you don't need to take the ladder. You can take the fucking escalator. And that way you're not kicking anyone. In fact, you can help your friends up on the escalator at the same time. And I think that's a noble thing to do. You know? Like, if you're really homies with someone, you try and lift them up, they try and lift you up, you know, in any way that they can. In the same way that if I were to blow up tomorrow, you know, fuck that, by the way. I'm very more than content streaming like this. But I definitely think that it's just not, oh, camera died. LOL. Alright, fuck it. No more camera for the stream. It's over. You just get Ike Palmer audio. That's what it is. Let's see. How do I do this? Where the fuck is my camera on this one? Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Better. It's... all you have to do is help one another. You know? And I think that's the easiest way to not be toxic on this platform. You don't have to bring other people down. I like to think that I am very impartial in the news that I present. Well, no, look, fuck that. I'm not even impartial. I do have a bit of a bias, of course, when it comes to very, very factual information, empirical information. I don't go out there making allegations that are half-cocked, you know, that I don't have actual research behind it done. On something like this, I think this is a complete fucking nothing burger. Who gives a fuck, dude? Who cares? But there are other situations like the Dr. Disrespect situation or the I'm Alex situation. I'm not going to make any content around that unless I know 100% what the fuck is going on, you know? And I think it's very important to have both sides of the story, so then you can sort of... One side of the story is usually overblown, the other side of the story is usually overblown. The truth sits somewhere in the grey area in the middle. The healthy grey area in the middle, you know? And I think it's important not to dick ride, not to have a massive bias towards anyone or anything. Of course it's hard to do. Humans naturally have a bias everywhere they go and everything they do, and that's just human nature. But at the end of the day, we just do the best we can, and we try and do the most good we can to other people in the world. Anyway, I suppose that's my my high horse rambling for this stream. I don't really have anything else to add. Since my camera died, I suppose that's God's way of saying, not that I'm particularly religious, but that's the universe's way of saying, hey, stream's over, brother. That's it. Drop the bag, drop the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 3 of Off Mic Ike. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this stream, be sure to leave a like, share it with your friends, subscribe, and follow the socials. Join the Discord if you feel so inclined and you have Discord. Links to my Twitter and the Discord will be in the description below. Make sure if you subscribe, hit the bell notification, because we will be going live around the same time every single week. Hopefully more than once. I'm not going to be held to that. I'm not going to double down. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host, Ike Palmer, and I'll see you sometime next week. Peace. Also, not me using the Saturday Ike Live outro instead of actually making an outro for Off Mic Ike. Hey, I made an intro, right? Give me a fucking break, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, sure. That's so dark. It's up to you.
I need your support, Jimmy. Yes or no?
Yes.